Hey guys, how you going? Back with another video, and rather than touch on space like I was going to, like I said I would, I'd just like to extrapolate on a few things that I did say, or a few ideas that I might have brought up. And I've changed the format of the video. I've got like a little bit of a space that I can uh, bring up definitions for words, just to hopefully, because some of the words and terminology used in some of the subjects, especially as I get further on in what I originally wanted to talk about was field theory, but um, I'm just going to actually go with the flow of whatever floats your guys' boat, I suppose, because there's heaps of interesting stuff out there, and I like thinking about all of it. So, especially if someone comes up with a topic that I haven't thought about, fuck yeah, that'd be sick. Anyway, I've got now to this program that I can draw with a pen on the screen, and so just to expound upon what I was saying, I think because I couldn't get a clear image in your head, maybe was we had a branch, and so we had knowledge. So if I can draw, we had knowledge. We had I'll see if I can just quickly. Yeah, that's better for me. At the top we had mythos, which was basically empirical feelings and stuff you get from your senses, information. So we had empirical. So it's sense information, so senses, which is like feelings. Feelings, and which is also subjectivity. And on the other side, we had, I called it philos. It would be like it's a merger of philo and sophos for like love and wisdom. But when I write it like this, this is just the branch that we're talking about. So on the other side, so we had rational thinking using the mind. I hope you can read it. Yeah. Senses. So of thoughts or the mind, maybe. Feelings, the thoughts, same sort of thing. That's the trouble with English. Like, you got mind, thoughts, brain. A lot of words need more distinction, I think, in English. And then you've got objectivity. Um, and also like religion and science. Because science is all about quantifying things. So you want to count them or measure them. And not qualify, but it'd be like the qualitative. What qualities does the property have? What's it like? How do I feel about it with my senses using, subjectivity? They're all related. They're all the same sort of branch. And down here we've got how I think about it. How is it actually? What's the truth and the fact of the matter? And both of these things are two different roads, kind of thing. And that's what I was going to talk about before, like about how I go with the flow of what you guys think, because there's down each topic you can, like down the left hand side you could go things like Buddhism. um, I don't like using the word spirituality because it's so vague, but spirituality, things like that, like feelings, intuitions, things, yeah, mainly religious topics, I suppose, or metaphysical um, topics, or metaphysical thinking in general, which which the rational mind most of the time can't come up with, because we're like very limited with our senses and that. And so when we do the stuff on the right hand side, we're kind of discounting the fact that we don't see everything how it is in the first place. So that's why we've come up with, I'll straight up saying it, wax theories of like space being able to bend and shit. And hopefully in my videos, like in these videos too, like I might be saying shit that's a bit abstract or different than what mainstream science is saying today. Because if you fucking go down the road of mainstream science and quantum mechanics and fucking particle physics, man, whew, they're fucking whack, bro. And it's all mathematics. It's all mathematics because they're dealing with the infinitesimal shit. It's ridiculous. Space doesn't bend. Anyway, that's going to be another video. That'll be the next video. I'll talk about space. It's a weird subject. Also, it might be quite boring. Maybe it's not really boring. It's fucking pretty exciting stuff, especially with actually the stuff that is happening in space, like we're going to Mars. Apparently, I'm pretty keen for that. But yeah, basically, and another thing I did too was I wrote down a little like an end of video thing, like on Jerry Springer. What do you call it? Fucking final thought. So, yes, regarding knowledge. So knowledge, as far as humans are concerned, is essentially the storage of information gained through perception and awareness during an experience. The mind, through the use of symbolisation, talk about words, letters, stuff like that, but through the use of symbolisation, it merges memory with the resonant feeling of the perceived, and it creates a story of deducted truths using elaborately constructed symbols or words in order to understand their environment. Each belief encountered this way forms what you could think of as the stem of a tree, with each answer found growing two more branches, which are questions. The pragmatic being will stop the quest for knowledge when they've gained enough of it to survive on a practical level, but the seeker of knowledge will never stop growing their tree. And I want all of you to not be pragmatic beings, and I don't think you would be, otherwise you wouldn't fucking watch this far into the video. So instead of talking about space, next time I'll leave the topics up to you guys, or rather, if it makes it easier, which branch should we go down next? Should we venture down like the mythological or the philosophical. Both could be quite interesting, and they're all going to end up in field theory. So eventually. So yeah, peace out, guys, and I also downloaded Windows Movie Maker, so hopefully I can like put in terminology of like obscure or uncommon words, and over time we'll all get illuminated, because I'm looking half of this shit up as I go, you know. So it's all a journey, and fuck yeah, thanks for joining me on it. Peace.